we won't just make panic signing. I've heard people asking, when are we going to sign players? We don't just beef up squad for the sake of beefing up squad. Realistically, we need a striker. These are the words from 10111, as he's affectionately known. He goes by the name Atazwane. He's currently a Kaizer Chiefs head coach. He's the man in charge who gave us those details to say, no, as of now, Kaizer Chiefs, they're interested to sign a striker. But then I know a lot of questions have been asked by you. You want to know, the transfer window is open. Who will Kaizer Chiefs sign? Another thing, consider the fact that Kaizer Chiefs have brought 3 to 4 strikers that would currently look that were doing trials at Kaizer Chiefs. The question that needs to be asked is, if Kaizer Chiefs says they are realistically they are looking for strikers, the question is, what happened to those? Are they trying to say we are trying to decide which one are we going to sign? Is that maybe what we should be reading into? Well, those are just questions, alright? And you know what I'm saying? You also want your club to compete with the likes of Mamelodi Sundowns, don't you? You want your club to compete with the likes of Orlando Pirates, don't you? You want your club to be the best in Africa, don't you? Therefore, that depends on the type of players that they sign. The question is, if you are looking for a striker, who are you going to sign? Maybe you need to stick around, because in this video, I'll give you answers. Provided that you're interested, stick around. As you stick around, guys, one favor please. If you are not yet subscribed, what are you waiting for? Because to subscribe, it is free. To like the video, it is free. To comment in the comment section below, it is free of charge. If all these things are free, then please do it. Another thing that please don't forget is that watch as many ads as possible, right? And number 2, guys, please join. There's a join button here. Join, just become a member of this YouTube channel from as little as 20 rand a month. Just 20 rand a month. Atazwane, guys, spoke about the fact that Kaizer Chiefs actually they need a striker, but he elaborated on this, and that's what I think you need to hear. He said the following when asked if Kaizer Chiefs will do signing. I hear a lot of people saying we need to beef up. But we're not just going to beef up for the sake of bringing in players. No, we're not going to do that. We should turn to one Atazwane. What you know, if Samgelo Zwane settles, we also played Mapoloba Ngobo, claim name in that position, just to see if he can cope and how he can settle in terms of the structure. Ngobo is not Ngobo got the quality and ability, and there's no doubt about that, right? So we won't just make panic signings. We will go for what we need to beef up. And where we say we are lacking here and lacking there, right? Before we jump into the next one, so it appears like Kaizer Chiefs are not going to sign a creative midfielder, because they're trying to give Jabulo Nkosimpile Ngobo a chance to express himself. That is why if you're looking at the trials that are the trialists at Kaizer Chiefs, you don't see a creative midfielder being on trial at Kaizer Chiefs. So it is then clear and vividly so that Kaizer Chiefs are now relying on Mapoloba just to see this guy and see how is he going to cope with everything, right? Then when it comes to the defensive midfielder, it looks like they want to use Samgelo Zwane as their target. You know what I'm saying? It looks like they want to use Samgelo Zwane as a replacement for Njabulo Blom, right? But there's more to this than just that, right? So because there's more to this, let's unpack now. When he was asked, okay, so if in the creative midfielder you have Nkosimpile Ngobo, in the defensive midfield you do have Samgelo Zwane. All these two players, they are coming from the development of the Kaizer Chiefs. But then there's on the striking department, what are you saying? He then answered by saying, realistically we are looking for a striker, but a striker who can come and add value, who can come and help the likes of Wandile Duba to grow. Right. Okay, I thought that was interesting. Uti, if we don't get the quality we are looking for, we will rather play Duba. He will grow. He will be a better player, and we will start. He will start scoring goals just like he did in the DTC DSTV local DSTV Disc Shield League. Yeah, we do have Uduba. No, he will do well. First of all, I think it's a good idea to give young people a chance, right? I have no doubt about that. However, we also need to take it into consideration that once you play Wandile Duba, once you start applying that, it means that you must be patient for Kaizer Chiefs, because those are still young. Those guys are still young. They still need to make sense of the pressure. They still to settle at Kaizer Chiefs. You know what I'm saying? Yes. As of now, those two players, Duduzi Shabalala and Wandile Duba, they seem to be doing exceptionally well. But then, here is the interesting part of the story as well, is that when asked Uguti, who are they looking to sign? Clearly they are saying they want a striker. Notice that word, a striker, not strikers, but a striker. So you will recall that the local Kaizer Chiefs had about 4 strikers that were doing trials at Kaizer Chiefs. If I were to read on what Atazwane is actually saying here, chances are he's saying we are trying to decide who is good among the trialists so that we can just sign one striker. That is what I think personally I'm getting from 10-111 Atazwane. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because if he's saying a striker, remember they had 4 strikers. So it looks like they are looking for a striker that is experienced. A striker that is going to help Wandile Duba to grow. You know what I'm saying? Why a striker? Guys, please remember that not long ago, when Kaizer Chiefs was playing against Golden Arrows, Bimenyimana, their striker, scored a goal, a beautiful one. Good goal. However, on the 83rd minute, he was substituted, and we saw the introduction of Wandile Duba. And it appeared like he got injured. So if he's injured, it forces Kaizer Chiefs to realize that they need to sign a striker, right? And the issue of injuries, it's not the first time Bimenyimana got a knock. So that can also be a serious worry that he just came back with, during the game here, Golden Arrows. That was a game, after some few games he wasn't playing, he came back with game here, Golden Arrows. It will be not a good idea to see him, it will not be a good idea to see him now having been going through this rehabilitation and out of injury. You know what I'm saying? It will be a very concerning thing. But at the same time, it might also speak of the fact that he's a hard worker, so he gave it all. I don't know. It just depends on how you view it. But one thing I know is that it necessitates that Kaizer Chiefs needs to sign a striker. I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Tell me what you think. Until the next video, please take care.